How many of you know the joy of a good alert? How many of you have experienced the joy of a good alert? A good alert. A good one. I'm not talking about a lean alert. No, not alarm. You are right. You see, you are right. But as long as it's good to you, I'm okay. Listen, when that alert came in, what was the current state of your let me describe it because I've been there. Let me describe it. I know what I'm talking about. Let me describe it. Listen, temporarily you will feel lighter. You feel like you are floating. Right? Literally, you feel like your legs are not touching the ground. Right? And then it's like you are surrounded in, you know all those bubbles. Like you are surrounded in bubbles. And it's like the colorful bubbles are just lifting you and you are floating in the bubbles. Now you know I've been there. You can tell. Listen, do you know that in that moment it's impossible for anyone to make you annoyed? Now, let me describe what that state is. What that state is called ecstasy. Say ecstasy. It's a brief moment where your soul opens up. Now listen. That opening up of your soul, in that moment, anything can happen spiritually. In that moment of openness in your soul, you can easily be possessed by a demon. Can I talk? Can I talk? I hope you know that the gateway for the spiritual in your life is actually your emotions. I hope you know. Scripture says that do not let the sun go down with you being angry. Why? Lest you give the devil a... What is anger? It's an emotion. I hope you know that when people come to you and they have extreme emotional outbursts, it most likely is a deliverance case. I hope you know that people experience extreme anger, the kind of anger that is not natural, that when they are done they tell you like they are not sure what happened to them, whether they were the ones. I hope you know that that's deliverance. You need to cast something out. I hope you know that you need to cast something out, because that's demonic. Why? Because the gateway to your spirit is actually your emotions. Your emotions either opens the door or shuts the door. So listen. Whatever you find pleasure in, whatever you delight in, I hope you know you are open to. Tell me, do you like ice cream? You like ice cream? Do you love ice cream? Of all things that they eat, what do you love the most? You love suya. And you're still looking like this. What kind of suya have you been eating? Okay, she just loves it. Now, watch. I hope you know, because you love suya now, I want you to imagine that we didn't have this conversation prior. I just showed up and I said to you, tell me, let's go, let me buy you suya. Now watch. Watch. How many of you know that the moment I mentioned swear, because she loves it, what happens to her? She's very open to the activity I said, let's do now. Does it make sense to you? What food don't you like the most? Swallow. Tommy, come, let's go. Let me buy you okra. Can you notice that even her, she's not moving? She probably will even slouch deeper. Oh my God, I wish it was something better. Why? She's closed up to it because she doesn't love it. Now listen, I have taught this in this church before, that your heart is a store of value. This is what I've been trying to teach, that your heart is a store of, your heart is a store of, your heart is a store of. So watch, Pastor Rampi, you step out of your house on this day, and then I said to you, there's this new thing, new dish they are cooking somewhere, you know, it's furfure. Do you want to eat it? Now, did you hear what he said? He said, "Mene furfure," because he doesn't know what furfure is. I said, okay, just follow me. I will now take you to the restaurant and they serve you furfure. Now you eat it, and all of a sudden you realize that this is the taste you've been missing all your life. You've been looking for this. Now, I hope you know that the moment you leave there, something is going to happen to the list of food in your mind. What's going to happen? That all of a sudden there's one food that is going to lose its place immediately. That a list all of a sudden rearranges, and furfure goes to the top. Something else that was at the top now slightly goes. Now, I hope you know that because that thing is at the top, when next someone is gisting and they mention, what happens to you? All of a sudden you come alive. You open up. In that state of openness, anything can happen to you. Hi. You're still not getting it. Are you? Listen. Say with me, there's a list in my heart of my most valuables. And God answers to that list. Full stop. The question now is, what is at the top of that list? What is